Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got the dump truck done.
Dump truck's all ready to go. Mr. Bachman, time to reveal the final product. It's all ready to go. It's got some really cool stuff. Can't wait to show you guys some custom-made stuff.
It's awesome. I like the dump truck, turned out super cool. I know he's gonna love it.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's gonna love it for sure.
We've been working on it for a while. You guys have seen a little bit of what we've been doing, but because it's been in the shop, because we've been working on it, it's got fingerprints on it. It's a little bit dirty, a little bit dusty. We're gonna take it over to the shop now. We're gonna give it a good wash job, put some tire shine on it, put need some wheel covers, and then when we get done, we're gonna pull it outside and show you guys the whole deal.
I was kind of thinking, it was like, normally when I wash a dump truck, the bed is black, so I don't really go through the trouble of washing the side of the bed. But I just realized how much body surface we got to do when we get
Yeah, it's a little more to wash here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it all cleaned up. We're gonna pull it back outside. We're gonna show you guys, and I think the sun's gonna be going down here in a little while too, so we'll be able to show you the lights on this truck and the reverse lights, because they're
bright.
They're very bright. You ready to go?
Let's do this.
All right.
All right, guys, the dump truck's all washed. We went around it, tried to find every spot we could. We're getting ready to pull it outside. We're gonna flip the lights on and show it to you guys.
Yeah, and I just want to point out that when we pulled it in here, I didn't think it looked that dirty until we washed it. It's like way better now.
Oh yeah.
The gray obviously hides a lot of the dirt that you might not see, kind of like a white vehicle. It just was a different color gray, but now she's super shiny. And we got the tire black on it, making it look real good.
Yeah, it looks a lot better now.
Let's pull it outside. It's gonna be cold. I'm not super excited about it, but
I'm not either. But we shouldn't talk about that because
I know, because everybody's gonna make fun of us. This is like, hey, look, it's 39 out.
There was that one comment.
There was a lot.
There was a lot of comments. But that was the one video with a bunch of comments. We said something about going outside at like 30 degrees, and the internet exploded. But it's okay.
It's all right.
We weren't raised north of the Canadian border, okay? So give us a break.
North of the Canadian border?
Yeah, the Canadian border, and then north is where the Canadians live.
Yes, we're raised south of the Canadian border.
That's what I said. I said we weren't raised north of the Canadian border.
Oh, that's correct then.
Semantics.
Let's just take this thing outside.
So if you guys rewind this video, you'll remember that there was a sticker like right there, and Brian just couldn't take it anymore. He had to get the sticker off because that's Brian, and that's just what Brian wanted.
Well, and there's that. We pulled it outside also. It's kind of cold, and I'm a big wuss, and I don't want to do it outside today because
I also didn't wear sleeves to work today. So I wasn't having it either. It just wasn't happening.
We'll flip the camera around. We're going to show you guys this thing now.
All right, let's walk around it.
Man, she's pretty.
Oh yeah. You guys ready to go over this thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so just to point out some of the small things, like some of the things you wouldn't really notice when you walk up on this is we changed all the lights on this truck from an amber lens to a white lens, so that way they blend in with the truck. Honestly, just kind of makes them all disappear a little bit. I mean, other than the obvious ones up top, but in the side of
You
that
can't
bed,
tell.
Yeah, in the side of this bed, it almost looks like rivets from far away.
And before, when they were amber, you definitely could see that there were lights on here.
Yeah, it's very obvious, very bold, but makes it look really cool. Obviously, the wheel covers, we just now stuck those on. And these fenders, we custom built these at FCR Fabrication up in Rickman.
I did. They make it's such a small thing, but it makes such a big difference.
It really does. Powder coating them the same color as the bed.
It really does make a big difference.
All right.
We should maybe make those and like sell them.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be a big hit.
I mean, we know they at least work on an ox body.
Yeah, they would. I think they'd sell well.
Yeah. We sell enough dump
wait.
trucks, like why not?
Yeah, not to be off topic, but I did have a guy hit me up on Instagram about wanting to buy the blind mount toolbox mounts.
Ooh, nice.
So, need to build some more of those soon. Got the drop visor, window chops.
Yup. Them look good.
Pretty nice.
Visor from Roadworks.
Yeah, front and rear breather bars. They're the same bullet lights in there.
I mean, one thing with all these lights in this truck, it definitely will be seen on the road. And I know this guy's gonna be doing some like construction or road construction type stuff. So, you know, having the added lights and everything is definitely a safety feature. I mean, not only for the guy that owns it, right? I mean, for Mike being operating it, but other cars not mistaking,
Oh yeah, just
really not seeing it.
seeing it from far off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no mistaking this thing. It's huge. One of my favorite pieces.
Oh, we got this too. We put I mean, it's not a big deal, but we put the chrome cover on the death cap.
My favorite pieces is the custom part you built back here, Brian. I haven't gave you props on this yet, but this looks
cool.
pretty freaking cool.
So we'll show you guys too when we get in the cab. You may be noticing right up top here, there's see that guy right there? That's a backup camera and it's Bluetooth. It works on a phone. Obviously the panel, we painted it, stuck the lights in there, and it's got the rigid LED setup for backups, which we'll show you that in a little bit. Like, they're super bright. You can back this thing up and plenty of visibility from your mirrors with these things on. I think it'll make a big difference in just, you know, night work, especially if you're doing road construction. A lot of that happens in the evenings.
Yeah.
And so I think that'll help a ton. Little mud flaps we added there to the bottom kind of help for some more coverage, stuff kicking up from the road. And yeah, I mean, it's not like this crazy build. Like, we didn't do all this like super elaborate stuff, but I think what we did to it made a significant difference in the way this thing looks.
And it definitely stands out among dump trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't see a lot of people take a lot of time and energy to make a super nice dump truck. But this thing is going to stand out when it's up on the road. It's going into the DC area, Washington DC, I think, up in Maryland. That's where he's from. So
it's cool. I mean, you know, I've been wanting to do a dump truck. Now I want to do more dump trucks. These things look awesome when they're finished. So, I mean, if I was going to drive a dump truck, this would be it. And I don't know, we've got some great trucks happening right now too, guys. Like, we're doing this one, and we're going to be showing you guys another really cool gray truck here this week. I think we'll show it to you guys this week. We're working on it right now. It's in the shop, and
it's also Battleship Gray, right?
yeah,
Same tone of
color.
gray.
And Peterbilt's color is called North Sea Gray. We finally are going to get it right in one video. We've called it like 20 other things than it is.
Yeah, North Sea Gray. Okay, all right, that's what it is.
Battleship Gray is what I always say, but yes, it's definitely Peterbilt's color. It is North Sea Gray. I think when Mike gets here to pick this thing up, he's going to be super excited about it.
And Dodge calls it Destroyer Gray.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is on their Hellcat.
And I'm pretty sure they're the exact same color.
Let's fire the lights up so you can see the reverse lights.
Yeah, and then we should show the motor, because I don't know if we talked enough about that in the last video, because this thing's got a pretty cool motor in it.
It's got a really cool engine.
Like, big
Very,
motor.
very cool engine.
So this dude's got the big motor in it, 605 horsepower, 2050 torque. A lot of your dump trucks, a lot of the guys that are running dump trucks usually don't run something like that. They're more along the lines of like the 500, 525 setups, right?
Yeah, so you typically don't need that much power with a dump truck because they usually compensate with the rear ends.
Yeah.
So they'll run a much taller rear end, you know, like a 411 or a 432 or something like that. So instead of having like massive horsepower and massive torque, they just compensate with gearing. But
they get real gear bound too at that point. So you're maxing out on speed and getting there with this setup. It sounds like this customer is going to be maybe making a little bit longer hauls with this as well.
Yeah. So I mean, it's nice having the extra torque.
I mean, we've always said it. It's way more fun to drive something with some extra power.
Yeah. I mean, you get this thing fully loaded, it's never going to have a trouble getting out of the way of anything.
Definitely not. All right, we got this thing outside now. Lights on the truck look really good. And these backup lights. So these backup lights, you can tell it's not completely dark outside, and you can obviously your field of view when you're looking at this thing down the side of the dump truck. You've got a way better visibility. I honestly kind of feel like a lot of times when you have like a stock lights on the back of your truck or dump truck or anything else, they're more or less just a little bit of light. And these are a lot of light. So I feel like this is a lot better for the driver backing up. You know, I honestly feel like the factory ones are just, you might get light, it'll be out like right here and that'll be it. This setup definitely is much better. All right, so we'll jump inside here, show you guys the radio setup. What's up, Tommy?
Hey, it's me.
And show you guys the inside of this thing a little better now that we've got everything done. So, besides radio, we installed this dude. So this is a Blackview, it's a 24/7 record camera. It also has a Bluetooth backup camera, which you guys saw earlier. And basically, you can take that, it shows up on your Bluetooth or whatever. You can pull it up on your phone or iPad, and you've got a backup camera.
I'm assuming you have to download an app.
Yep. And then back here, it's a little dark, but there's our sub. So it's a 400 watt. Ah, nice. It's a 400 watt JL Audio 10-inch sub. Still plenty of storage over here and plenty of storage back over there. And we put this Kenwood radio in, which I actually think I like this Kenwood maybe a little bit better than the Sonys we used last time. The functions going through the whole deal seems a lot easier.
Yeah, a lot more user-friendly. It's really easy to get into your Bluetooth settings, hook up a phone to it, get back and forth through your contacts and everything like that. It seems a little more user-intuitive, so I like it.
It also has hands-free, so you make phone calls on the Bluetooth is hands-free, and we took their microphone and mounted it where the factory microphone used to be, because obviously that one's designed for this radio, and it's going to work better than trying to, you know, hodgepodge it together and make it fit with the with what the factory one was. And I don't know, we should turn on the radio.
Yeah.
This thing gets down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close the door.
Probably not a bad idea.
So we use factory speakers in here. Just change the head unit and the sub out. It's really clean.
It's got a clean sound to it. I'm waiting to hear the bass. Some really good bass in this thing. And 400 watts, it's not like enough to like, you know, it ain't gonna win any car shows, but
It's loud in here.
yeah, for this small of a cab, more than does the trick. It sounds good.
Really good.
Yeah, that was.
I kind of wish my truck sounded this good.
It's a good clean stereo for. I mean, you know, the point of these trucks is to be in them all day, every day, and so having a sound system is probably the #1 must if I were going to drive a truck all day long.
Oh yeah, and you guys can't quite tell with this setup, you know, what the bass sounds like, obviously, because we're recording this with a phone. There's just no good way to get bass through the speakers on a phone and it portray to you guys watching the video on the other end. And then we were using the new phones, which also have image stabilization, so you can't even, like, it's shaking the truck, but you can't tell in the camera, so it's really deceptive trying to show you guys like that, like explain the stereo.
It's just gonna sound like really loud, blaring out microphone music.
Yeah, but I mean, guys, it is super clean sounding. You can feel the bass in here. It's kind of perfect. You know, this tin inside this cab is so much more lively than it would have been, than it is in those sleeper trucks. Like,
yeah,
it's a really good mix.
Yeah,
and
works out really well in here.
You know, again, we showed you guys before. This is a platinum interior setup, so you got your work light up here and built-in CV deal and all that stuff. For it is, well, it's right there, and all his books for everything. I say when he gets this thing, he's going to be excited. All right, guys, there it is. We've shown you the whole dump truck. I love it. I really do.
Yeah, no, the dump truck was great. Rides good. It drives great. That's 605 horsepower, 2050 torque Cummins. It's everything you'd ever need. That was the first time I've ever drove an automated 18-speed, so that was a real treat.
That might have been the first time you've ever driven a 600 horsepower dump truck.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the first time I've ever drove a 600 horsepower dump truck. So that was unique.
This thing's a bad unit for sure.
I mean, it's geared properly too, so not that it even needs the 600 horsepower. It's just, honestly, the name of this truck should be Overkill.
It really should. Hey, listen, Mike, if you want a name for the truck, we like Overkill. We think it's a cool name.
Overkill's a good name for this thing.
And look, I mean, if I was driving a dump truck, I would thoroughly enjoy operating that thing.
Oh yeah, just if for nothing else, the stereo in the small cab. Like,
this is fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a small cab. This is the Ultra Cab, but still, without the sleeper behind you, the sound resonates inside this thing really well. And it's just, honestly, the 400 watts sub sitting right behind you in the seat, it's blowout. It was really cool.
It's kind of perfect. It's a perfect mix of everything for a good work truck.
Yeah.
Mike, if you ever need anybody to drive it, you just like want to take a vacation, like I wouldn't mind for a couple of days, you know, relieve you from it. It'd be fun.
It'd be a fun video.
Yeah.
I could follow Brian around and like film everything he doesn't do right.
I mean, I'll probably screw some stuff up. Don't give me your good accounts. Like you might not have them when you get back from vacation, but you know, I'll give it my best shot.
But anyway, guys, it was a pleasure driving this thing, working on this thing, building it, and just honestly coming over here and washing it and cleaning it up. I'm glad we got that done. This thing looks freaking amazing.
More videos coming, and you guys know what you got to do. If you want to see videos of more cool stuff,
you gotta like, subscribe. That's, you know, on the corners of the screen down here.
And follow us on Instagram
at Semi Casual Show. And we'll see you guys next time.
Later.